Nobody talks about what it feels like to grow up in a household that made you feel small, where love felt like walking on eggshells, silence was loud, and affection was rare. And survival became your personality. If you are carrying pain from the people who were supposed to protect you, this one is for you. This is for the ones healing from a toxic household and learning to find their way back to themselves. If you are in an unsafe environment, your first priority should be your physical safety. This video is made with the purpose of making you feel heard, seen, understood, and less alone. If you need help even on a mental level, please don't hesitate to reach out to a therapist, a counselor, a doctor, or a trusted professional, because asking for help is not weakness, it is the bravest thing that you can do for yourself. Before starting anything, I want to give you a quick introduction. Not gonna take much time, just a quick introduction to my channel. If any of these topics that you're seeing on your screen right now interest you, if you like watching such content, consider checking out my channel. Just no pressure, just check it out. And if you like it, consider subscribing, because that would make my day. Stop trying to change them. You can't control how your family behaves. That's a bitter pill that I feel you need to swallow. You won't heal if you're trying to get someone to become who they never were. You need to make peace with the fact that closure might never come and the apology might never arrive. You do not need their permission to move on. You do not need their permission to move on. Please make peace with that, because you can't heal in the places that broke you. You can't heal in a place that keeps hurting you. But what you can control are your reaction, your boundaries, your mindset, and most importantly, your future. You know, being not in control and not being able to do something, I know it sucks, but please start focusing on the things that you can control, because that is exactly where real power is. Your space, your future, and most importantly, your reaction. You are not them. This is the most common thing that people relate to, that we'll become like them since you are carrying their genetic material. But let me tell you this and hear me clearly, you are not your parents. You are not your parents. You are not your upbringing. You are not your trauma. You are your choices that you make. You can literally learn to be better, okay? And you are already doing that by watching this video, okay? So I'm so proud of you to clicking this video and choosing to heal, okay? I really want to let you know that I'm so proud of you for opening this video and healing it, because I can understand how hard this must be for anybody to open this video. If you're scared of becoming like that, you literally have in front of you a live example of things that you don't want to become, okay? So make a list of what you do want to become and what you don't want to become, okay? You can literally choose to be their exact opposite if you choose to be. First, list down the things that you don't want to become, and then just beside it, you can write a list of things you want to become. That is your starting point. That is where you take control of your life. Validate your experience. Do not invalidate your experience. What you went through was real, okay? No matter how much it feels like maybe I'm making it in my head, maybe it was not that big of a deal, maybe I'm just making it a big deal, it was nothing, okay? It's normal. It's not. If you've opened this video, what you went through was not normal and it is not what you deserved, okay? If you ever clicked on this video, that means that you were somewhere in a toxic household. Stop gaslighting yourself. Just because they gave you food or they didn't hit you doesn't mean that it could not actually be toxic. Emotional neglect is real, okay? Being made to feel small, unloved, or insecure, that's not okay, okay? I want to tell you that you are allowed, okay? You are allowed to say what I went through was not normal. You don't owe them what the society expects. There is so much pressure out there that forgive because they are your parents. You just have to forgive them because they are your parents and that's their first time being parents too. But I want you to remember that it was your first time and the only time being a kid too, okay? You know, there's just so much pressure to, you know, respect your elders and never raise your voice even if no matter what they do. But let me tell you, this is a personal opinion, but I genuinely feel that respect is earned. It's not a given thing, it's earned. And love is not blind loyalty. It is okay to love them and still protect yourself, okay? It is okay to care for them, at the same time validate your own experience and what you felt. That is not betrayal, that is just survival. That is you accepting your truth for what it is. Which brings me to the next point, is you can love and hate a person at the same time, especially with family. This is something I wish somebody had told me earlier, that this is something actually True, because I for a long time had a lot of guilt about this, but you can love and hate somebody at the same time. It's confusing, okay? It's confusing love, and that's okay. You just gotta realize that it's okay to love and hate a person at the same time. You might hate what they did or how they treated you, and you can still miss them. You can still love them, and that's okay. You can miss somebody and still protect your peace. Don't close yourself off to the idea of love. Please do not close off from the idea or the concept of love. This is just a personal observation that I have seen, that a lot of times people are like, because of one experience they stop believing in love altogether. But let me tell you what happened. Okay, whatever happened and whatever went down was not your fault. What happened to you, what you had to go through, was not your fault. But don't let that experience make you believe that love is not real. Kindness still exists in the world, in the smallest of details. I assure you, okay, you'll find love in the weirdest of moments and the smallest of things, okay? There is love in the world, there is kindness in the world. And another thing I want to tell you, that you can stand up for yourself without becoming like them. You don't have to scream to be strong. You don't have to be loud to draw a line. And you do not need to match their cruelty to protect yourself. Quiet boundaries are one of the most important and the most powerful thing. Do not underestimate mental boundaries, personal boundaries, and quiet boundaries, and all of them can be just as powerful. Because self-respect does not require revenge, it just needs clarity. Reparent yourself. I would really recommend you to start doing this to yourself. If they never said I am proud of you, say it to yourself. If they never let you rest yourself. Give yourself the permission to rest. If they made you feel worthless, remind yourself that you matter and what your worth actually is. You deserve to be loved better, but now it's time to give that love to yourself, okay? Because you have so much love in yourself, okay? You need to give that love to yourself. It's time to give yourself the love that you missed. Be gentle with yourself, feed yourself nicely, talk kindly to yourself. Become the parent that you needed. This is what we call reparenting. It's slow, but it is magic. A little activity here: the next time that you're overwhelmed or feeling a lot of things at once, remind yourself, how would you talk to your daughter if she was in this exact position, and if she was going through this, how would I talk to her, how would I treat her, and how would I help her? Become your own parent, okay? Stop waiting for their validation. Hardest truth is that you might never ever get the apology that you deserve. You might never get that praise that you are chasing after it. Just, if I do this, they'll finally see my worth and tell me that they are proud of me. They might never do that, and you might never get the love that you want from them, and that sucks, okay? That sucks so damn much. But once you let go of needing it in your life, that's when you start healing for real. And you know what? You might not get their validation ever. Heal anyway. Choose to heal anyway, without waiting for the validation, without having to owe explanation. Still choose healing. Waiting for approval is a prison of your own making. You can break the cages right now by stop waiting for their approval. And a simple way that you can actually do it is take a piece of paper or somewhere and give that validation, what you want to hear, what you needed to hear, to yourself. Say it to yourself, write it to yourself. Even if you take some time to just take a journal and write a letter to your younger self, or just write a letter to your inner child or to yourself right now, that I know what the situation is and I know it sucks, but I am giving you all the love that you deserve, and just write a letter to them. It will make such a difference. It will give you so much clarity. I know it's a lot of work, and I know it's like it takes so much energy from you, but it will actually work. Create emotional safety elsewhere. Build your peace, okay? You need to find spaces and things and people in your life to make a peaceful life, okay? Give yourself the peace. Allow yourself the permission to actually be at peace. Whether it's a friend or your small business or your journal or that small cozy corner, that is your safe space. You deserve calm, okay? Build small spaces for yourself of peace. No matter how small, it does not matter, as long as it is giving you peace and calm. A room, a playlist, a friend, a random note in your notes app. your safety, like your safety, where you feel safe and at peace and calm. You don't need to be in the survival mode all the time. Your safety doesn't have to be a grand gesture of huge things, okay? It could be, but it doesn't have to be. It just needs to be real, okay? This is where the real work begins. Understand your triggers. If you apologize a lot or over apologize, or if you shut down during fights, or feel weird or this uncomfortable when people say nice things to you or compliment you, it's not drama, that's trauma. Your nervous system is still learning safety. Please note that you are not weak for being triggered. There's nothing broken in you for you to be triggered by the small things, okay? It can be the smallest things that are triggering you, and that's fine, okay? Everybody is going through different things, and different things affect people in different ways, okay? You are not weak, you're not broken, okay? You just need to accept this, acknowledge them, and heal on it. And that is when I tell you that going to a therapist is not because you are broken, not because you are weak, just because that you need to make your life into a better version, just because you are actually taking steps to make a better life for yourself. So if you understand your triggers, and if it's becoming too much to handle on your own and you need guidance, please go see a therapist. I go to therapy myself, and it's not something to be ashamed of. I am so proud of you to even watch till here. Like, come on dude, you are doing the work, okay? That's something to be proud of, you know. And a great way to understand your triggers, and a great way to understand yourself, is to journal, or just be aware of what you are doing and what is happening around you, and process on a regular basis, whatever way you want to process it. I would definitely say journaling, because it works amazingly for me. I've already made few videos on journaling. There are various types of journaling, okay? So just give it a try, okay? Give it few tries, maybe it might just work. Journal about, you know, what happened, how you reacted, why do you think you reacted that way. Try to go to the root cause. And even if that is too much, you can actually just journal about what is the one thing I needed this week. You can do it weekly also, okay? Like, you don't have to do it every single day. You can actually just do weekly check-ins, and you can just write that what was the one thing I needed this week that I did not get, okay? What is the one thing that if I had gotten this week would have made it better? Stop playing the victim, be the survivor. I know you wish that things could be different, and why you, and why this had to happen to you. Why couldn't you be born in a normal family? Why you couldn't have a normal familial love? This might be something that you do not want to hear, but this is something that you need to hear, because the truth is, what now? Okay, what are you going to do about it? Yes, you wanted better parents. Yes, you wanted better family. Yes, you should have been treated better. Yes, you should have been more loved. But what now? Can you change it? It happened, okay? And it is what it is. At the end of the day, you cannot choose them. You cannot go in your wishful thinking, okay? This happened. That's the truth, okay? So what are you going to do about it now, okay? You cannot change it. You have one very powerful choice in your hand, okay? You get to choose. Will you stay stuck in the past? Will you stay stuck in the past, or will you fight for your future peace? Because love, you are not broken. You are rebuilding. That choice is on you. Which brings me to the 12th point, dream anyways, okay? Dare to dream, okay? Your wildest dreams, and be sure that they'll come true. Even if all the odds are against you, dream anyway, okay? Because that's the first step you'll get to get anywhere that you want, okay? You have to dream. You have to have something to look forward to. Honestly, don't be scared to imagine a life that is soft, full of peace, full of love, because that's not delusion, okay? Let them think that it's delusional. Let them say that it is just wishful thinking and delusion. That's not delusion. That's your blueprint, okay? That's your map. That's the destination that you want to go, and now you have to just create a map. Because trust me, being delusional might just save you love. Because sometimes dreaming big might be the only thing that will get you out of bed. Let people laugh, let people doubt, because you, my love, were not meant to repeat. You were meant to rewrite the whole damn story. You were the one who will break the generational curse, who might just become the greatest thing your generation has ever seen. No great person thought they'll be the one until they decided to be the one. Become the one who heals. Become the one who breaks the cycle. And to do that, write one part, even if it becomes too daunting. Write one part of your dream as if it's the reality right now. Dream hope for the future, dream, okay? Let them pull you down, let them do everything to stop you from doing that dream anyway. Dream your wildest fantasies, okay? And be delusional enough to think they'll come true, because that's the first step to actually achieving it. You already have a destination now, you already have where you want to go. Now you just have to figure out how you'll get there. That is way easier. Which brings me to the next point. You are not behind. You are not behind. A lot of times people think that people from healthy homes might have a head start, like I had to go through shit and she just has it more easier. And there are so many people out there who are having easier, who were born in a healthy home, who had loving parents, who have supporting parents. It might just be so much easier for them. But love, your empathy, your grit, your dedication, your strength to survive even in such an environment, your emotional depth, that right there is your power. You are not behind. You are building from scratch. We are not in a race with everybody, okay? Or anybody at that matter. You are not in a race. You just need to get to your destination where you want to go. Trust me, okay? No one builds strength and comfort, okay? Nobody had a comfortable life and built strength there. You, my love, have that. Because every person, if you see, go search on Google or search anywhere, okay? Every single person, every successful person or any person who had success has gone through something, okay? Had to go through something to become who they are, okay? Now it is on you to decide that is that going to become why you did not make it, or is it going to be the reason why you became the greatest thing your generation has ever seen. Have faith. Oh my god, please have faith. I know it feels unfair sometimes, and I just know that it feels so unfair sometimes, and it's like, why did I have to go through that? Your pain and your struggles and what you had to go through were meant to make you who you are today. Because right now I see such a strong person, such a brave person who's choosing to heal after going through so much shit. And please believe that God exists, because I will tell you that He is out there looking for you, and He would never ever let you go through something if there wasn't something better for you out there. Whatever religion, whatever God you believe in, have faith in Him. Whatever faith you believe in, have faith. I have seen myself, I have seen miracles and magic things happen, okay? And if you see around you, there's magic everywhere. The universe is literally rooting for you, and here you are sabotaging it, doubting it. It's literally working in your favor. It is just waiting for you to realize your potential and work towards it. Because I assure you, someone big out there, something bigger than all of us is looking out for you. And I would really recommend you to do this, because it's so easy to get lost in the modern world. It's such a high pacing world. Have one activity in a day for spiritual grounding. Whatever faith you believe in, whatever religion you believe in, whatever God you believe in, have one spiritual grounding act that you do every single day. And it doesn't have to be fancy, or it doesn't have to be how the society is making you look, or some people are telling you to make it be. It can be very personal, it can be very small, okay? It just makes you feel connected to something bigger out there. No prayer, gratitude journaling, meditating, or just talking to the universe, just having 2 minutes of calm and serenity, that can really help and give you something to look forward to. I want to end this with a very powerful point, and listen to me. You need to realize this and remind yourself every single day that at the end of the day, you'll always have yourself, okay? There's a very powerful line in Billie Eilish's song where she says, need someone, but aren't I someone? Because people will come, people will go, but one thing that will stay constant, my love, is you. You will always have yourself, because at the end of the day, you are always there with yourself, okay? Like at the end of the day, no matter who leaves, no matter who stays, it is you always having your own back, okay? All you gotta do is stop fighting it, okay? And stop having a toxic relationship with yourself and having a healthy, loving, nourishing relationship with yourself. Because that's the person that you spend the most time in your life, okay? That is the one forever in your life. Make it a beautiful bond. Learn to feel content in your own company. Learn to say, I am enough. I am enough. Say it with me. I am enough. Even if nobody told me, even if nobody showed me that I am enough, I am enough. So that brings me to the last action of this video. Get to know yourself, okay? Spend time with yourself. That's how you will fall in love with yourself, okay? Go on solo dates. Do the things that you love. Spend time with yourself. Getting to know you. Dance in the room. Make your favorite meal, okay? Because you are the person you're going to spend the most amount of time, okay? Make it a beautiful bond. And how will you make it a beautiful bond? By cherishing yourself. Make being alone a reward, a amazing thing, a excellent thing, okay? And being alone does not mean that you're lonely. It could actually feel like home. And this I'm telling you from personal experience. Love being alone and being content in being alone is the best thing you'll ever be, okay? Because once you start feeling you're like your own home, everything will feel perfect, okay? Everything will align with yourself. Being alone is not a punishment. It does not mean that you're lonely. Just make it into a place where you feel at home, okay? At the end of the day, I don't care where you come from. You can still choose peace. You can still create the life that you had wished since you were a kid, and still create the life that you once wanted. You can create that life yourself. Yes, it is hard. I'm not saying it's not hard, but it's not impossible, okay? Because I believe in you, and even if nobody has ever said it or nobody has said it recently, I'm so freaking proud of you. I am so proud of you, okay? If this video helped you even 1%, share this with somebody who needs to hear this. Share this with somebody who might just need to hear this, or somebody who needs to hear this. Let this our generation and this generation be the one that heals, not hides, okay? Share this video, like this video, comment anything and everything, because somebody who's watching this might just be watching your comment and might be helped by it, okay? And you know what, I would love to have a talk with you about everything, okay? So comment anything and everything, like this video because that motivates me, and subscribe because you know what, then I'll be able to get you much better videos and a lot more content for you guys to watch, okay? So subscribe because that will really help me, and that will really help me motivate myself. So subscribe, okay? That's all, you know I love you, right?